Whilst making these videos, I see a lot of dark things, but recently I came across something that really hit me. I think maybe because it was caught on camera. Sometimes simply just reading the events doesn't give you the full impact of the savagery that happened. This case is extremely sad when a son brutally attacks his mother, and I am sure that he relives this day over and over again. Before we start, if you find this video fascinating, then please drop it a like and leave me a comment below, letting me know what you thought about the case. It really helps the channel. And don't forget to hit subscribe for more. Thank you. These events happened in 2017, but recently the footage has been circulating on the internet. It's about a man called Ali Sayan, who was 26 at the time. He lived with his mother in Bazaar, Istanbul. This is one of the poorer and most densely populated areas of Turkey, with over 1 million people crammed into 21 square kilometers. Bazaar suffers from violence, drugs and exploitation issues. But after doing some digging, Ali seemed like a good person. He was social, mixing with family and friends. There are various images of him looking relaxed. He was active, went to the gym, he liked sports, and he just seemed accepted and well liked in the community. He even appeared to have a great relationship with his mother. This is a Facebook post that was written in 2014. It roughly says, "If there is no father, a child is a picture, but if there is no mother, a child is nothing." This is a video of Ali Sayan, seemingly on a night out, with a photo of his mother in the bottom left. He actually looks quite intimidating in these images, but I think it was just for show at the time. I'm assuming this is in Istanbul city centre. This is his mother. She looks so innocent. She has a feeling of being a family woman, but I cannot find much information about her. This is the pair of them together. Just a short time after this video, the brutal attack would take place. They clearly have a loving bond. So where did it all go wrong for Ali, and what drove him to commit such a violent act? It has been reported that Ali fell into the swamp of substance abuse that littered the Bazaar area, and this had a big impact on his mental health and thinking. I found this Facebook post to be revealing of his substance abuse, which roughly translates to "substances are for pleasure, don't forget." This is a statement from the Istanbul government in which it says, the person named AS received psychological treatment in many mental health and mental illness hospitals and was recently discharged 1 month ago. It has also been determined that the person has a record of using substances. So to put it all together, he was taking substances, he was in a bad place mentally, and this horrific act was committed just a month after his release, which is tragic. He posted this on Facebook just a month before the murder. It roughly translates to, "I loved a woman very much in this world. It is enough to say a mother, to make her happy." This just shows what a grip on a person substances can have. A stark warning to anyone on a similar path. Reports suggest that on the day of the attack, at around 4:30 PM, in the Fezvi Shamak district 2005, Ali's 58-year-old mother, Anne Hava Sain, was arguing with her son Ali. I cannot verify for certain what they were arguing about, but I guess only one person really knows what happened. But something made him fly into a rage, with just him and his mother alone in the flat. He grabbed a large knife and confronted his mother, threatening her. He proceeded to attack her, by stabbing her multiple times and then slitting her throat. He then severed her head and took it to the balcony where passers-by looked up at him. He raised her head up, showing it almost like a trophy, before throwing it onto the street, where it landed in front of a passing motorbike. This was all captured on camera. The authorities confiscated a video showing the mother's murder and pursued the individuals responsible for its social media sharing. A statement read, "The people named SA 19, NA 37 and GK 47 who used their mobile phones to capture the crimes and share these images with the media were located and arrested in the location where the photos were first shot." According to the information obtained, following their processing at the police station, 3 people were detained for the crime of outside violation of the confidentiality of the investigation. I think this is why we are only hearing about this case now, 5 years later. A neighbourhood resident, Mesut Usta, said, "We know that he is a substance addict. We learned that he cut his mother's head off. We have no idea why. He also burned the house after the murder. He went out on the balcony and showed his mother's head to people, and then threw it on the street. It fell in front of a motorbike passing by, and he did not leave the house. Instead of leaving, he started a fire in the front room and barricaded himself inside. One of the locals informed the authorities, and soon police, firefighters and medical teams were dispatched to the scene. Police had to break down the barricades to get Ali out of the burning apartment, and he was quickly arrested with the murder weapon. This is a video of the apartment after his arrest, and police and firefighters had secured the location. A neighbour said, "We witnessed him slitting his mother's throat. Then I went downstairs. The gunfire then followed. He might have received a leg shot. Then he attempted to set the home on fire. Special forces arrived and they took the individual away at that point." This is now where the case takes another tragic twist. Once arrested, Ali Sayan was placed into custody. He was high at the time, but once he came around, the first thing he said was, "Tell my mother to bring my clothes." It is reported that he never accepted this situation and had a nervous breakdown when he learned about what he had done to his mother. Do you really think he had no idea what he did? If it's true, then what a nightmare to wake up to. In the build-up to his mother's funeral, Ali begged, "Please let me see my mother for the last time." It is also rumoured that he may have harmed himself around this time. These events split the community in two. It shook Istanbul and Turkey through the sheer ferocity of the crime. While some argued that his mother would not want her son to be in prison, and he was under the influence at the time of the incident, he committed the act unintentionally and should not be prosecuted heavily, while others argued that he chose to use substances, and that was his choice and his alone, so he should receive the punishment he deserves, regardless of the mitigating reasons. In court, he was sentenced to prison for, as stated, deliberately killing a family member with a monstrous feeling or tormenting them. How many years of imprisonment Ali Sayan received has not been specified. I am personally torn between what I think should happen. I can see it from both sides. I normally lean towards rehabilitation if possible, especially in this case, as he was suffering from mental health issues. But I can totally understand how people would believe you were lying. I mean, if you did anything like that horrific, the easy thing to do would be to say, "I don't remember it happening." I also feel for the family members in this case and how conflicted they must feel. Finally, I believe that a society should be judged how it treats its most vulnerable and worst members of society, and in this case, Ali falls somewhere in the middle. That's all we've got time for in this episode. Until next time, stay sane.